My name is Jasmine. I am a channel, medium, and tarot reader, among other things. And I'm here to give you a divinely guided spiritual message. Before we get started, I actually have been very much guided and I would say more like told directly by Spirit to share with you guys something that I wrote a few months ago. This was a channeled message that just it really came through when it was at a time I knew what it meant for me, but I just have been really, really called to share this. It is definitely personal, but again, I feel like almost forced to open myself up to sharing some of these things with the people on my channel and just whoever's meant to hear this. So I'm gonna try to, I guess, let's see. I have another idea. I have it in my notes. I'm unable to share it. Maybe I'll share it at the end. I wrote down some of it. It starts as I went to hell and came back loving myself. It's pretty important for me to share. So I'm thinking that maybe I should go, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Here's how it starts, because I wrote some of it down and then I was hoping to just share it through my notes or be able to read it while I was live. You know what I'm saying? The poem starts by saying, I went to hell and came back loving myself, and all the wishes I had kept were pennies turned to sails. Since I've been out of the world in spirit, night sky glints but twinkling land. I guess I'm happy, but I went to hell and came back loving myself. Problem is, love, it waits for me there. So I'm writing this down because I made it out, but it's hell and I want to stay there. Let me explain. Before you go hunting for more, whatever you think you might find. And then that's as far as I got from writing it. And maybe that's all that I'm supposed to share for right now. It's very, very long and it goes into a lot of detail. Specifically, there is like a burning building or like a building that, there are 3 parts that kind of just describe, and this really just I'm not kidding you, it just came out of me. I was in a space where I needed to write whatever came to me. So, yeah, I hope that if that resonates with anybody or if that helps. I wrote it at a time, and I'm being kind of guided as well to share this, that I wrote it at a time where I myself was having a really hard time turning my back from something, from someone. I was having a really time leaving a situation that I knew I needed to leave. And that definitely was a part of why I wrote that. However, it just really came to me. It felt like it was a message that wasn't even mine. Okay, with that being said, now that I've shared some of that, we're going to start today just with the Rider-Waite. I also had a message right away. Okay, we got the Page of Swords and the 3 of Cups along with the Queen of Swords. And it came out in reverse. I'm going to take it in reverse. So And then we have the Four of Wands. Interesting. Well, this could definitely be a situation I was not expecting to. There may be a, like I said, I don't usually take my cards in reverse, but I'm going to go ahead and take this one in reverse. There could very well be an earth sign or an air sign that is in there distorted. This could be a masculine who has air, is an air sign, or has air in his chart, and his divine feminine is distorted currently, like the queen representing the feminine side. There's no gender in tarot. We all have our divine feminine and divine masculine, right? So please be discerning and make sure that you're taking what resonates. This could also very well be a woman or a female, somebody who identifies as a feminine, who is also in their distorted feminine, like somebody who is acting in a karmic way. This could also be you, where maybe you're feeling like you can't let something go, or you're having a hard time. It's like you're trying to detach, but it's like there's something blocked here, or there's something that's happening that somebody's acting in a way that isn't of their highest good. Or maybe you are unable, there's somebody who cannot really be in their Queen of Swords energy, or they're being like, it's like they're trying to detach, but instead they're being extremely mean, extremely like vulgar, extremely volatile, like just very like detached and like with no empathy. I'm hearing no empathy is like this person has no empathy. With the Page of Swords being in the middle, that to me, maybe somebody received a very mean message, or somebody could very much be watching whatever's going on. With the Three of Cups being here as well, like I'm taking that as like there may be like 3 or more people here. There's someone who's watching potentially like a celebration, or people coming together, and they're not happy about it. Or maybe somebody found out about somebody coming together, and either you, that person, somebody here is not happy about what they're seeing. I apologize for the birds in the background. I am I actually like tried to tell them to be quieter earlier, and they literally squawked at me. So I'm just taking it. It's some background noise, whatever. If it bugs you, I apologize. I can't really do anything about it. They are just excited right now. And they also respond and flow with the energy as well. So as like messages and energy starts to come through, and they're gonna, I noticed that when the energy is heightened, they'll start making more noise. So with the Four of Wands here, I mean, the Four of Wands is going to represent, of course, like a union. That is one of my twin flame cards. You could be meeting or have maybe met a twin flame recently. There could be like a spark, but there's some kind of like a third party situation. With the Three of Cups being here, it's definitely celebrating. Or you could be like, I'm hearing going towards a celebration with somebody, or like, getting ready to, there's something about, some kind of a celebration of some sort, or some kind of a union happening. With the Four of Wands here and the Three of Cups, like I am taking, it's feeling like it's positive energy coming from the cards. It feels very, like someone knows that they're going towards wish fulfillment in some way. Like someone knows that they're going to be really taken care of, I'm hearing, or really valued, understood. There's some kind of a new energy that's coming through, and there is somebody here that is not happy about it. With the Hierophant too, like you could be getting married. There's somebody here who could be getting married. you could also be going on like a spiritual journey or like a spiritual quest, and there's like some kind of a celebration that's like either leading you towards a union, or like you could meet somebody at a celebration. There's something here about like coming together. And I just also heard that this also could be, this person is like maybe going out and partying, maybe going out and doing things. I'm also hearing that this person could be going out and celebrating, and they could be acting like they're having a great time, but really what they're doing is they're watching. They're spying. They're kind of like, they're very much focused on, it's like they can't stop looking at their, because like I'm seeing this again as like a distorted feminine part of somebody, or like, you know, somebody's in their like distorted feminine energy. This could again be a masculine or a feminine. It doesn't have to be a woman. It could just be a man. It's like, but somebody can't look away. So like they're going out in their part, they're like, you know, celebrating, they're in their Three of Cups energy, but they can't stop looking, or they can't forget about like this Queen of Swords, like this Queen of Swords in reverse. Like they can't stop. And it's like, the way I'm reading this version is like, they can't get away from the idea, or they can't stop thinking about how cruel they were, how mean they were. Like they can't stop noticing that they don't feel okay, that they're like in this reverse Queen of Swords energy. Like they just are, and they're trying to distract, but they're unable to. So if that resonates at all, that's, I mean, definitely coming through. Before I came on here, I also got a divinely guided message that was, I heard there's a difference between doing things by yourself and doing things for yourself. So doing things by yourself, like oftentimes we can think that like, oh, I'm on my own, I'm working on my own. This is like just side note, but also it's not, because it's all gonna tie together, because it always does. If you've been doing things a lot by yourself, or somebody here like needs to hear that, like doing things by yourself does not mean that you're doing things for yourself. It can really feel, and you can easily feel burnt out if you are constantly doing things alone. Oftentimes if you've been like, you know, betrayed or hurt, or like you've walked away from like certain things, there is a tendency, or you could be somebody who like feels like they need to like just go at it alone, and like you've just been trying to do everything on your own. You could also be like a feminine who's in like more of like their masculine energy, feeling like you have to like kind of go out and get, and that is definitely okay. There is a place and like a space for that energy. Like that energy is good. It can help, you know, our masculine energy is, like I said, we all have a masculine side. It's that like go do, be energy. It's like that manifesting it into the 3D energy, you know, where the feminine is more of like you receiving, like birthing, building, creating new ideas. It's like the birthing place or the womb energy. Then we also have that, we all need both. We need that masculine as well. But somebody here needs to hear that like there is a difference between being in your like, I'm gonna put action towards what I need to do, and like doing it by yourself. You don't have to do things by yourself. You can be surrounded by people who uplift you. And I'm just saying that somebody needs to open themselves up to the possibility of other people being coming in and wanting to like help them, wanting to guide them, wanting to like, you're in a season where you can, you know, still use and be discerning, be careful, be smart. But this past lesson was a time to like really help show you what you needed to be shown in order to really move through this next season, and like not make the same mistakes that you did in the past, not trust the same, you know, spirits that you did in the past, not allow the same people to come in and like really take advantage of you. you don't have to do this by yourself though. You don't make sure that you're not like going on the opposite end of just like feeling like you have to go at it alone. And also, like, if you're working by yourself, if you're, grocery shopping, like, there's a lot of things that you can, if you're parenting by yourself, if you're doing everything by yourself, that's okay. However, that's different than doing something for yourself. Like, make sure you're taking the time to do something for yourself. Make sure you're taking the time to do the things that are really going to give back to you, the people that really are going to also, like, where it feels reciprocal, where the relationships are, like, symbiotic. Like, you want that as well, and you deserve that as well. And also you can, and doing things alone that, like, give back to you as, yourself as well. Like, so, like, if you're, let's say you go to work at this 9 to 5 job and, like, you're extremely drained and tired afterwards, like, you can do it, but you don't want to go see anybody because maybe you're like an empath, maybe seeing other people or being around other people that right now, most of those people are going to leave you feeling even more drained. Okay, taking the time to, like, do something that you love, maybe that's working out, maybe that's taking a bath, maybe that's just, like, it's like those moments are so important to do by yourself as well. So it's not so much like surrounding yourself with people or needing to not be alone. It's more about, like, taking the time to do the things that are going to give back to you, that you can do by yourself, that won't that will give back to your spirit, that will feed your soul, be it a passion, whatever it is. Like, there's a difference between doing things by yourself and doing things for yourself. Let's see what's going on here. When I split the deck, I see the Lovers. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. The Lovers and the Four of Wands. There's definitely a connection that's coming in. I'm hearing that, like, also there's a connection that's coming in that's going to feel like for both of you, like, and that is, like, twin flame energy. It's like it's going to feed your soul, or, like, maybe you have already met this person. There's something here about, like, I mean, that is very, I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty significant. Like, you could be on the way to meeting your, like, your divine partner, your soulmate, your twin flame, like, but that person, again, it's like remembering that's gonna, okay. And you could also be coming out of a relationship or be in a relationship currently, or being in, like, a connection where you felt very alone, Okay, so there's a difference between doing things by yourself and doing things for yourself. You could have been surrounded by a lot of people, and you could have felt alone, like you were doing things by yourself. In this season, you're going to start meeting people that are going to make you feel like you can go and do things, even if you are by yourself, that you're going to be reminded and shown that you're not alone. You, like, there's something that's coming, or it's already here energetically, and physically. And I'm being told to, like, take these. I'm going to take these cards. Oh my God. And underneath the Four of Wands is the Ace of Cups. You are walking into love. There's a King of Pentacles here. This person could have Earth in their chart. I mean, this is like I'm getting back into the, I'm getting more used to reading energy, like multiple energies from the collective, because as I'm used to doing readings just, like, one-on-one. So this is, like, again, it's a general reading. It's not going to be, there should be signs and synchronicities that should, maybe confirm things for you. The words that I'm speaking should be confirming or align. But this is amazing. I mean, we have the Lovers, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Like, if that's not a twin flame union, then I don't know what is. This is, like, divine, like, and I also saw earlier, like, intertwined, like the helix, like, it's like two becoming one, but not in the way you think. It's like you think about two pieces of twine and how they, I was looking at this basket that was weaved, and or that woven basket, and it was woven with twine, and you can see how, like, two pieces can connect, collide, and intertwine and become one, but they create an even bigger like network and an even bigger, something way bigger than themselves. And I'm specifically, it's like a basket and a nest. So you could be like creating literally like you could be nesting like your dream home. You could be, you're going to create, you and this person's energy is going to connect and collide in a way, and you're going to work together where like when your energy meets and when you connect as one, you're going to, it's like you're still two, but your energies together, they move in a way where like there's just infinite possibilities and infinite things that can be created. Like it just naturally, you naturally expand each other's horizons, each other's weird. Just heard the word glossary. That was so odd. There's something about words here, like vocabulary. I'm hearing like, so you might be meeting somebody who also can speak different languages. You may meet them out of the country. There's something about like your knowledge of the world of like of somebody has great knowledge and understanding of like being alive and like connecting, but they have a hard time expressing it through words. I'm hearing that there's somebody here who like feels it's like you feel and you understand the world in ways that words can't quite explain. Like you are really, or somebody here is really like a feeler. Like you understand, it's like the messages come to you like so quickly that like it's not processed through your brain. Like processing it with words and communicating in that way, like that's not your natural, or somebody here is, that's not someone's natural way of communicating. It's not their natural go-to is like through verbal communication. You or somebody else is much more connected and communicates with themselves and the people around them. We'll say energetically. I don't even know if that's the correct word, but it's something about like the absence of words. Like you or somebody else doesn't need like the words to actually speak, or the way you're understanding things. It's like there's the absence of words. You don't need to process it in that way. There is somebody else who like really has the ability to communicate, and they're like very much. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let my dog out. Hold on. Okay. So there's somebody else here who communicates very much, is a very good. This is why I don't want to go live, because I have too much. We'll just let her do her thing. There's somebody else here who has a very they're more of a word person, so I'm hearing that there may be like some disconnect there. Like you guys are gonna have to learn to communicate in the ways that you guys are gonna have to somehow explain, or like there just may be a blockage there, and it's not a blockage, it's just like a little bit of a difference in the way you two communicate. We'll take that as confirmation. Yeah, see the two of swords here. There could be like some kind of somebody here is like, it's like they're blocked from seeing. Somebody here is very, very mental. They're very like in their head. They're comfortable in their head. They're comfortable in their on the mental plane of things. And then it's like you come in, or this person, who already, maybe you guys already know each other, and it's like there's like this overflow, this Ace of Cups, it's like an overflow of emotion of love. It's like you're gonna help, or you or them, or whoever is which, somebody's gonna help, one person's gonna help the other person become more comfortable with their emotions, with the water, with the cups, with the fluidity, with the overflow of emotions here, or understand their emotions more. And then the other is going to like really help expand, I'm hearing, your horizons. I'm hearing like just, giving more mental clarity, helping like really, I'm hearing that this person's crown is open, and then there's like someone whose heart chakra is blocked, and then the other, it's like vice versa. Like one of you guys may be blocked energetically, like in some way, and like it's like this union, this meeting is like really opening up, helping you guys open up to, what the parts of yourself that needs to be, that you need to be open to. And then the other, when I split the deck, we have the Two of Swords, and then the Nine of Pentacles. Like, you could very well, or somebody here could be in their Nine of Pentacles energy where they're just focusing on themselves. Like, this could happen at a time where you're really not looking, or you don't really, maybe you don't want to see. Somebody here doesn't want to see that they need to be single, or that this connection is really here and has been gifted to them from the divine. There could be somebody here like now that like is not willing to see that, doesn't want to see that. Definitely be in the energy of like, I need to be alone by myself. And again, that wraps back into like, there's a difference between, and then now I'm hearing there is a difference between doing this alone and doing this for yourself. So like, if there are people that come in that are going to give you and be, if they don't leave you feeling drained, if they are, there's going to be people that are coming in that are not going to, I'm hearing literally leave you alone, like there were in this last season. Like, you're coming into a time where it is important to be open to receiving the person, the job, the place, the things that really are meant for you. Because like these people, and I'm hearing specifically people, but it could be again like, it's energy. Okay, so like pay attention to the energy. How is this person making you feel when you're around them? If it makes you feel like better, if you feel in alignment when you're around this person or these people or in this place or at this job, like that is a good sign. Like that's going to give back to you. And rest assured, I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who like wants to ensure that they are also not repeating the same mistakes that they did in the past that led them on to be surrounded by people that they're trying to leave behind, or that you're like maybe thinking about leaving behind. Like I feel like someone here, it's like you need to hear that like you've learned the lessons. You are on your way. And I'm being drawn again to looking at like this Queen of Swords in reverse. It's like maybe maybe somebody here is afraid, or like there's somebody that is like afraid of seeing their, because there's with the Two of Swords again, that energy of like not wanting to see maybe where your divine feminine is like in reverse, like where you are not quite, you're not willing to let people in. You don't want to like, there's someone here whose heart has like turned cold in a way, and it's like it makes sense because there's a lot of like things that have happened that just weren't okay. They weren't fair. They weren't just, and you don't want that to make you, when you are in your like, I'm literally seeing someone who's like, it's like their divine masculine is like upright. It's like they're in alignment. It's like in their masculine way, but then divine, their feminine side, it's like is in this Queen of Swords in reverse energy. It's like they're not quite open to the receiving part. And when you aren't open to your feminine side, it's like that's the part that connects you to the divine, like where you are going really within, like, and where you're able to really see behind the veil, where you're really able to like connect. It's like, and it's not your fault or anyone else's fault. It's like it just can naturally happen. And so there may need to be like some like blockage work, some like you may need to be just like cleansing your energy, like cleansing your space. Oh, I just saw someone's comments. Yeah, again, when I'm playing the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. Like, there's someone who just is like maybe mentally, I feel like it's more like a mental imprisonment. You could be dealing with like some mental health issues because of like this past season of your life, these past experiences. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let her back in. No, stop. Lay down. Lay down. Sorry guys, I have a big dog who did just go on a walk, but doesn't seem to matter. Okay, Honey Bunch, I see your comments. Yeah. You could just be shutting yourself off from like any and all people. Like, it's like you're closing, maybe how you're perceiving things is being closed. It's like something to do with the mind. That's being really, it's like you or somebody else, it's like, are just very much blocked and turned away from like, it's like there's someone here who has like suffered like from like mental abuse. You could have, yeah. And this is blocking you from like, I feel like there's somebody here who like, it's like one person lost their, it's like your mental health was really severely affected, and then it's like somebody else had like their physical like possessions, or like there could have been even like physical abuse. I'm seeing this pentacle here, this Queen of Pentacles, and I'm taking that in reverse too. It's like, but these are like two people. It's like one person's, I'm hearing also there may be like, this could very well be two feminines. This could be like also a masculine and a feminine, but both of your feminine energies are like very much have like, it's like you've had to turn away from them. And then we have like somebody whose possessions were like, or they're, and I see pentacles and I always think like material, that could be like your physical body. It's anything outside of like the self, like your soul, like it's anything you can feel, touch, hold. It's like there could have been somebody who was in a very physically abusive relationship, or maybe your physical body was just harmed, or like there was something like your physical possessions were taken away. Like there's something about like the physical, the material that was very much harmed or like taken in this situation, and somebody else is like feeling like their mental health was like taken from them. I'm hearing like also like, this is an important message. It's like you have like your time, or like, no, money comes and goes, but mental health just goes. Like you could feel, or this person could feel like their mental health has just left them, like they need to get that back. And this could be also very well be like the same person who like feels like, because like their mental health is not, it's like has been damaged, or like they're struggling it's really affecting. I'm also hearing that it could be making, like, maybe this was somebody who really valued like a lot of material things. That's not making them feel better anymore. There's somebody here who's like nothing on the outside of themselves can make them feel any better. And somebody's not used to that. And when I say here, I'm saying here in this reading. I'm not saying here in like, you know, this live or like this video. If you're watching this, I'm not referring directly to you. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, if you're thinking it could very well be somebody else or somebody in your energy, the way I read, things really just come through. It's like, you know, it really flows through. So there, you know, take what resonates. Yeah. The Five of Pentacles. It's like somebody was very much like left out in the cold. This is a union, you guys. This is definitely like, there are two people here. Someone's more earthy, or like there's something about someone's possessions. Like when this person comes to you, they could very well be, and there's something about like, it's like two feminines or two feminine sides, like have been two, like it's two people and their feminine parts of themselves. So like I said, it could be a masculine who's like it's like he's cut off, disconnected from his feminine. Like it's distorted. Both of like and coming together, or if you have come together, or like if you have not, you soon will. This is like very much confirmation that this is like a union, like this is coming or it's here. But there is a need to like, and you guys are coming together because you are needing to help show each other your feminine side. So I'm hearing like when you meet this person, when you cross paths, or if you already have, you're needing to really take a look at your, like there's a your feminine side is out of alignment. There's something that needs to be blocked, released, healed for both of you. And it's like more in the feminine energy. It's very interesting. I cannot believe we have the Lovers, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. That is like, wow. It's the love of like a lifetime. It's a love that lasts. It's a love. It's unconditional love. It's, you know, and in order to have and understand and be able to receive that, and to really encompass that, you have to encompass that within yourself. And oftentimes, like, you'll meet somebody who will pull you or realign you, you know, set you into alignment, or like help keep you in alignment. It's like you're going to teach each other lessons and be able to grow in ways together, whether you're apart. Like, it's like once you meet this person, or if you already have, it's like everything changes, but everything changes, it's to set you on your right path. And your stories are going to be different. The way that you guys are coming to each other, or the way that you have already came to each other, it's different. However, it's very much like, if you pay attention to the energy, it's like it's the same. In the way that it's left you, in the way that it's made you both feel, think. I'm hearing the way that it's made somebody think, in the way that it's made somebody else like act and behave, or like the way that they literally view. It's like somebody here might have lost literally everything, and now they like really have connected with their spiritual side, with their spiritual. Now something's really like powerfully coming through. And this could be somebody that you've never met before. This could be like, I mean, oftentimes you have to go through like, or you go through a lot of like karmic, it's like you have to learn a lot of karmic lessons, and like really turn that. Sometimes for me, like I had to literally be forced to look within, and like, and to start healing with myself. I had no other choice, because things like, just, I mean, I just felt like I had no other choice. I mean, and I am a personality. I'm somebody where like I'm so stubborn. Like you could be very like, or you could have been, or this person could have been very set in their ways. I would say I would bet on probably both of you guys maybe were like in some ways there were like very stubborn ways of thinking here, or very stubborn ways of like of just being of like this person also, or somebody could have like had a very set idea on like what they wanted their life to look like physically, like on the outside. And it's like now that they've kind of lost all of that, or they're losing all of it, or like, you know, it really set them back to pay attention to like what is important when all that's gone. Because and also in order to like align with themselves and connect with themselves so they could then manifest, and you know, all that would be expressed on the outside, but it would be in real true alignment with like themselves, their path, and their journey. So there's two people come like here, and they have very different stories, very different come from different places. And there's something again about like mental health here, mental clarity. Someone is like a truth seeker. I also just saw the number 3 again, like that could be significant. Odd numbers like 3, 5, 9, like there's something. Or like the power of 3, the Holy Trinity. There's something about like, I can't get over the fact that the Lovers, I mean, it's a twin flame. That's crazy. So cool. Like undeniable. And it's like, it's a, yeah, Ace of Wands. It's interesting too, because we have like the Queen of Swords, the Pages in the reverse, and then the Page of Swords, and then the 3 of Cups upright. It's like we have all the suits here, but look at, like, you have this set here, and then you have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Page of Swords in the middle, and then the 3 of Cups. So we got the swords and the cups here. We have like the loss, or like the inability to I'm hearing like the loss of truth, the inability to understand. It's like somebody couldn't make sense of something, and so they just kind of turned, like, it's like they're feminine. It's like they kind of turn cold, I'm hearing, and it's like they turn cold like inwardly. But you have that Queen of Swords in reverse. It's that then. And it's the swords, and then it's like with the cups here, it's like the emotion. It's like that led them to like their cup. It led them to opening up to like, so this could very well have already happened, or it's happening, or it's going to happen when you two meet. It's like their truth was shattered. Someone's like perception, their perspective, everything that they knew. Okay, there's like, it's the swords. It's really very mental. It was just broken, shattered, and it left them in this Queen of Swords in reverse energy. It's like, and it led them to like, we have the 3 of Cups, but it's like, I'm seeing it as, it could have been that they turned to like also partying, celebrate, but it's like, there's something about like, it led them to find like the celebration, the like, I don't know. It led them to like, it's like enjoyment of like something emotional though. It's like it led them to coming together and really starting to connect. It opened them up because they had to kind of shut something off. It's like it opened them up to their emotional side. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Wands. So here we have like the Pentacles, and then we have the Wands. So like we have the material, and then we have like that fire energy, that passion, that drive, that like go, that like, it's the Wands. It's like that forward energy. It's like someone lost everything. They lost, and it's like, and again, it's like, it's interesting because it's both queens. It's like the feminine. It's like, I'm hearing too, like, this is very specific, but there could be somebody here who like lost their like physical, like maybe like somebody had a like mastectomy, like there's something about, or like there could be something about like losing literally like the feminine parts of yourself physically, that like there was, and it's like you felt somebody, this is very specific, but it's like if that's you or somebody else, it's like it made them feel left out of their own physical body. It's like they're getting to know their body again, but it's like both people have transmuted this energy into like finding truth, finding purpose, finding like something, like, and opening themselves up to something new. It's like the loss of like what was so important, of what, and also what was so true to you. I'm hearing for somebody it was like their truth. They're no, like somebody just knew, okay? And then for some reason that was shattered here, okay? That truth and that just knowledge or way of being, it was shattered. And then somebody else, it's like they lost something that I feel it's the feeling of like losing something that you never thought you'd lose, that you never thought would be, that you, it's like, you know, when you take something for granted until you don't have it anymore, okay? Like let's say like you get hurt and you break your leg, you don't think about how much you need, you know, how, or not that you need, but how much you use your leg until it's gone and what it means to you. This is like that. So they're very well, like I said, it could be somebody who lost their a physical part of themselves, like literally their body, but this also could be like their home, their job, something that really, you know, you never thought. I'm just getting that this person never thought that they would lose what they've lost, or that they never even thought to think about it. But it led them to the Ace of Wands. It's like it led them to a newfound passion, a newfound drive, and it's like a gift from the universe. Truly, it's like a creative idea. This is like and it's also like, I'm really hearing that drive, and this came from within themselves though, this gift. This Ace of Wands is like this brilliant idea, this spark, this passion that like it can never be taken from them. But both people have really had to change their perspective and change their, or you are going through this now, or you have. I really feel like it's happened most likely before you either meet this person, or it happened before you met this person, or you two met. It happened before this union. Because like I said, it oftentimes happens within you, and then you meet, you know, it's like that person is like a reflection on the outside of what has been unified, what has you know, been reignited, I'm hearing, within you, what has, you know, manifested within you. Then you know, will oftentimes meet somebody else, or you already have met this person. There's a very strong union here. The Six of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands. Yeah, someone like, or both of you have like really gone through a lot of battles, a lot of just hardship, but in different ways. But like I said, like it was meant to be in different ways, because it was meant for you guys to teach each other something about it. And like this, again, we have the Seven of Swords. It's strategy, but it's like there's I really feel like somebody was very much mentally abused by somebody else. This could have been from your childhood. It could have been from a past relationship. It could have been like from just like work, but there's really heavy emphasis on like mental health here, and like mental just, I'm hearing mental entrapment. Like if that resonates with you, you were literally trapped. You were trapped by this situation, this person, this job, like whatever it was, and you couldn't see, and maybe you've turned cold to like people because of it, but this is also leading you to like understanding so much more in so many ways. Like, you know, when your world and your truth is like completely shattered, And I know it's easier said than done, especially with like mental health, but like I personally have similar, I've suffered or had a lot of issues with like my mental health, and like the moments that I've been really, really low or really, really in dark places, like I feel like those are also the moments where I've really seen God or like the divine, like I like just the power of like source in the universe. Like that's where I've really truly connected, because when you're in that space, it's like you literally have nothing else that you can connect to besides source. I mean, and it's led me, as hard as it's been, it's also led me to understanding myself and other things in ways that I don't think that I could have, you know. That being said, that doesn't mean that you deserve or should have had to go through what, or okay, now I don't like to use the word should have because it happened. Like, doesn't mean that what you went through was okay. But it also brought you, I'm hearing like it brought you to your knees so you could like, I'm hearing like remember, understand how to like get up. Like, you know, you gotta, if you could, to continue to keep going. Yeah, see, we got the Temperance here. Like, you're finding balance. Like, whoever I'm talking to, and this is specifically, I'm gonna direct this at like you. Like, if this is resonating with you, like you're a fighter. You are a spiritual like warrior. There is a path that's being shown to you, and I feel like there's also like somebody needs to hear that like you don't need to worry about I'm hearing like redoing what's been done to you, or you don't need to feel like you are worried about, you don't need to worry about, I'm hearing like it's like reenacting, or like if you, somebody here feels like they've like carried what they've experienced with them. It's like you're afraid that because you were treated so poorly, or like because you suffered through so many, or like you went through so much mental abuse, that it's like you're worried that your perspective has changed in a way where like you don't want to manipulate, you don't want to like do that to somebody else. And so that also might be a part of like why maybe you're shut off from like connecting with other people right now, or like maybe you're feeling afraid that like you're not only afraid to like experience or meet with people that you have are like with people who are similar to like the people that you've needed to leave and let go of, but you're also afraid of that you don't want to like, it's like you're such a like just beautiful person, and very like that you're also afraid that like you might, it's like, and that can often be like with mental health, it's like you can sometimes watch yourself doing things that you don't understand why you're doing them, you know what I mean? It's like sometimes for me, it's been very much like I've watched myself like destroy certain things, or just like, you know, do things that I'm like, well, I know I shouldn't be doing this. Why am I doing this? It's like you're watching yourself, you know, make the mistakes that you know you need to not make, or like that you can't, it's like you can't get out of it. And I just am really being guided to say that like that is all changing, and you also need to know that like you're not your mistakes, you're not your past. Like there was somebody here who maybe had suffered from like reactive abuse, like where like people were pushing you to your limits, where you like reacted in ways that like you're maybe not proud of. And maybe that's like also made you question your own truth of like whether or not you're like those, like them, or like whether like what that makes you. And it's like I'm just really being guided to say that you don't need to, you're not, you know, you, the fact that you're questioning or wondering is like, it shows that you care about like how you affect other people, how you're and maybe in the past you didn't, maybe you needed to learn, you know, maybe you needed to like be around people who were going to show you like, you know, what you need, how you needed to change, what you were doing that was also like, you know, not in alignment with yourself. But that does not in any way mean that you cannot go forward and like move differently, behave differently. Like you are you're in alignment, you're on your path now. So I'm just really being guided to say like don't question the process, or question it, but just trust the process. You can trust it, you know, you can ask your questions. See, yeah, we got the Ten of Swords right here. Like I mean, I'm not even needing to shuffle cards. Like, they're just coming out. It's like there's so much mental energy here. It's like, but that's all leaving, and it needed to be. And I'm literally hearing, it's like the Ten of Swords. I'm seeing like each stage of like the suit of like the swords, like each sword hit you at a different time, and it's like you really feel like there are 10 swords in your back, and it's like you felt them as you're going. It's very, very heavy what I'm feeling. So this is your confirmation to like say that like you went through something that most people could not have gotten out of. You have experienced things that like were not okay, like that were really meant to like take you out of here, or to take for you to take yourself out of here. And like the fact that you were continuing still going, and it's like they took from you, you're in your, somebody's in their Queen of Swords in reverse energy. It's like this is like supposed to be like a negative card, but like I'm just like really feeling this energy of like it's understandable for you to be and feel like the way that you are now. And there is no judgment here of like how you've came to be, you know, that's the thing. You're going to meet this person and they're not going to judge you. But first you need to like learn how to like let go of judging yourself so much and being so hard on yourself. Because there were people who literally were like taking your mental energy from you, like just like your, or this could have also been like maybe like some addiction. There's something here that was like, it was taking so much from you. You know, there could have been somebody here who was like, you know, maybe it's like somebody here or somebody had like friends or like a community of people that like they thought were really like their community, their hi. I'm just saying hi to, thank you guys for your comments and your message. I'm trying to, it's hard, I'm getting used to doing lives and doing these readings in this way. So if I'm not responding or saying, I'm going to read these after as well. And like, I'm going to try my best to be able to communicate with you guys throughout, but I'm not quite there yet. But I just want to say thank you for being here, and also for I hope that this message, you know, resonates or shows you whatever you needed to be shown today, because this is a very powerful reading. So if it resonates, yeah, you can ask a question. And the World's at the top of the deck. We got Temperance and the World. There's also a King of Wands in reverse. I do personal readings. I'm gonna leave my email in the bio for opening up my to do personal readings on here. That's what I usually do. So that way you guys can message me there or let me know if you, if you want to book a personal reading. There's a King of Wands in reverse here. Yeah, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is like, with the wheel here, it's like things are really taking a shift. It's also time for like, if this is a King of Wands, like if there's a fire sign here, or maybe they have a lot of fire in their chart, it's like it's time for somebody to face their karma, to face the music I'm hearing. They could be a musician, they could be like, or they could just really like music. There's somebody who needs to really I'm hearing like they need to go through what they, you know, you being in this person's life or them being in your life. And this could just be, this could be anybody. It could be a family member, a friend, a lover. it could be your child. There's somebody here who, like, with you being around them or them being in your life, it's like they were unable to face their own karma. They were unable to, align with their own path. Like they need to go through what they were always meant to go through, and it's like there's been a delay here, and that's why also like this person or these people have been removed. Like with the Wheel of Fortune and then the King of Wands in reverse, it's like somebody needs to, I'm hearing, be brought to their knees, like to hear their own call. Like they need to go off and experience their own like journey, and it's not going to be an easy one either, but it's like it's time for whoever here to like really take back your own energy. I'm hearing like if you want to do like there's a like a mantra or an affirmation, it's like, or just saying this out loud, like I lovingly call any and all of my energy back to me now. Like you need to call back your energy. You need to reignite your own fire, your own passions, your own dreams, your own like flame, because you're about to connect, or you're going to connect with somebody who's going to help you do that. Very, very like, and this is like, we got the big, like, this is divinely guided. Like, this is like we have so many majors out here in this reading. Like, this is not going to be like, yeah. This is not going to be something that either this wasn't what you expected, or this is not going to be something that you even expect or can control, really, honestly. This person's going to come into your life, or they already have, if there has been an issue with you guys really coming into union or being as one. It's like you already are. If you when you meet this person, you will be in union, because you already are spiritually, energetically. It's like you just need to meet them physically, or if you have, it's like, and you're maybe apart in separation, like, or if it's been challenging, just know that like this is all being divinely guided and like also divinely protected. Like it's time. The world is here. Like this cycle, it's time. It's time for you to unify and connect with yourself. If this also is just one person, if you were resonating with all of this, and like especially with the Queen of Pentacles, it's like you had to lose or not had to. It's like it's like somebody here might have been like mentally abused. You might have gone through or been really struggling with your mental health. That led you to like your Page of Swords energy. It led you to like taking on like seeking a new truth, a new understanding, new perspective. It also could have been very much like where you were, if you were having or struggling with addiction, or some kind of like maybe like there's some, or partying, or like trying to like disconnect by or like just to feel better by like with that world or in that life. Like this is saying like with Temperance here, it's like there's like that balance here. Like I really feel like somebody here, like it's like your mental health was suffering, but you emotionally were becoming in tune. You were understanding your emotional side. You were finding a way to celebrate within yourself. Or you are now. And then we have like the Lovers. It's like you were you unified, like, and then it's like it's also, if this is one person, it's like then you could have also experienced like material loss, and like, but this is also bringing like a new idea. It's like if this is one person, you've gone through a lot, the most, but things are changing. This is also unifying you with yourself. You are understanding yourself. It's like you have all the tools, because we have all the suits here. It's like you have all the tools now. We have the swords, we have the cups, we have the pentacles, we have the wand. It's like the last thing is like the wand. You needed to just get to like this wand, this Ace of Wands thing. And that really is like, it's like the wand. It's the tool to like really bring your manifestations into reality here. So there is a very, very big shift in like the cycle. there's a shift in the, and like bringing it back to like that poem that I read at the beginning, it's like, in the end of that poem, so I'm hearing in the beginning, and maybe I'll write this in the community post to like share it so you guys can all read it. If you are reading this later or seeing this later, sorry about the birds, then you'll know where to find it. I'm going to post it so you can read the full thing. But the person, because remember, this person, or in the poem, it says, but it's hell and I want to stay there. Let me explain before you go hunting for more, whatever you think you might find. It's like this person wants to stay, and there's a lot of things that happen in between, but eventually they leave. They want to, they get out, and they want to go. It's like there's a newfound version of yourself or this person or both of you that's like, it's like you're making it out. And this time it's like, I feel like you made it out, or one or both of you, or just you, like you made it out and then maybe you went back, or like, it's like, but you had to see the versions of hell that you were in, and it's like now you're ready to like really go and stay out. And that is how the poem ends in a way. I'll let you read and see what you think for yourself. So that's all I have for you today. I needed to come on here and just deliver that. I'm surprised at how powerful and just kind of straight up the cards were. So oftentimes this deck does that, though. It's a showy deck. Spirit really came through here, though, to really, I'm not surprised, actually. I'm not, because that's how it happens. But there's really a union happening here. If this is just you, it's like if you are feeling like you mentally, like you can't understand, or like there's like, and also like materially, like there's nothing's making sense, it's just because you need to go within on the inside. It's like you need to find that fire, that drive through your emotions, through your passion. Like you're going to find that within yourself. I'm going to go. Am I Latina? I am not Latina. I am a lot of things. And yeah, sorry, that was a random, I'm just reading comments at the end. I'm going to try to come back on here tomorrow to do another one. If you like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more readings to come. And I'm going to put my email, like I said, in my profile. So if you want to book a private reading, I will, yeah, we can connect and figure something out. But for now, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you. Bye.